specifically, I want to ask about one special situation. Let's say we have tricky question asked by the interviewers, so that is important for the hiring authorities. But the trouble is that for that aspect, the candidate is weak, so he or she is not quite sure that how to tackle those kind of questions. So your general suggestions for job interviews and also for this specific scenario, how they should handle.
Right. Yeah. So obviously, you want to generally keep in mind that there are a small number of positions that they're usually hiring for. So they're going to interview maybe 10 people to hire maybe 3 people or 2 people, and sometimes one person. So it's a situation where the interviewer has to sort of kick people out, right? You have to say, okay, not you and not you and not you.
Right.
Sometimes they say, yes, I want you, but mainly the whole thing is to get the idea of who not to hire.
Mhm.
When you volunteer negative information about yourself, you're basically saying, not me,
Mhm.
right? And so you want to try to keep it as positive as possible about yourself. And I know for some people, uh, Asian people especially, it can be very difficult to say only nice things about yourself. You want to try to balance it and
Right.
say, yes, I'm very strong at this, but I'm also kind of weak at this. And so it could be difficult. And so Western people, we're used to just strong, me, I'm great, I'm the best, I'm wonderful, and we don't feel bad about it because we know it's a competition. We know that there are going to be other people who are not selected. We want to be the one who is selected. Now, when it comes to that specific situation of you're a bit weaker or you don't have a lot of experience in some area and you have to explain that,
Mhm.
what I try to coach my students about is to have some idea of that you are working to improve that area and you want to have something quantitative, something measurable, something real proof. So let's say that you you have your first language, you have Urdu maybe, for example, and then you have English, but you need a third language. You need German or you need Korean or something like that.
Right.
So if you say, I want to learn Korean, candidate one, candidate two says, I signed up for a Korean language course.
Mhm.
Candidate three says, I'm not very good, but I've been taking a Korean language course for the past 3 months.
Right.
Who is going to impress you the most?
Yeah, third one, obviously.
So even though the third one doesn't have good language, third language skills at that time, the fact that they are aware of this and they've already taken concrete steps to improve this, to me, would be something impressive in an interview, even though technically it's not that great yet.
Mhm.